model of the month for the month of October. Alright, so tell me, AJ, where are you from?
I'm from Memphis. I moved to Florida, lived in a couple other places, but I'm born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay, so how long have you been modeling?
Officially for almost 2 years, so under 2 years, but I've been acting, so they gave me heads up on modeling.
Okay. What got you into the modeling? Acting led to it?
Acting kind of led to modeling. I started off with just headshots or, acting, headshots. And from my headshots, from the photo shoots, I ended up getting into modeling, doing other shots, so it just happened.
Okay, so what type of modeling do you do? Like fashion shows, promo, print? What type of modeling?
Really, the only thing I try to avoid is the urban modeling, which to me I call the eye candy and video modeling. I do mostly promotions for different company. I do the last thing I did was Verizon Wireless, how sweet it sounds. So I do a lot of promotions. I promote for artists, and just anybody that's paying, I do promotional modeling. I'll do a fashion show for charity or something like that, but I'm not tall enough to be a fashion model, so I don't understand why models waste their time doing something that they can't get into professionally, so I don't do fashion shows often. I do promotional. Sometimes I like to participate in fashion shows, but I won't do them my way as much. So anything besides that, no nudes. I don't do nudes. I'm only 21. I'm keep my clothes on until, for a little while. Once you take your clothes off in the picture, you can't take it back. So I want to keep my clothes on for a while. So no nudes, people.
So are you affiliated with anyone as far as like a modeling agency, maybe a record label that you specifically do promo for, anything like that?
No. I'm an independent model, so I work for myself. I promote myself mostly. I associate and network with people, but as far as putting my name with anybody in particular, I don't. So I work with whoever, wherever. If it's gonna get me somewhere, and especially if you're paying, then you got me.
So you said the Verizon Wireless thing. Who else have you modeled?
With the company, it's a company that I work through called Encore. We do like contract work. So I've done the Verizon Wireless. I've done a couple beer promotions, and it's just different places. They just send you work, and you can submit yourself to it. I've done a couple rock concerts. So it's just a lot of different stuff that mostly Memphis models aren't into, because they're just looking into videos and everything. But you have to broaden your horizons and get out there and actually get some work done.
Okay. So is there anyone that you want to model for them? Maybe like a clothing line or a company or something like that?
Honestly, I really like Abercrombie & Fitch. They don't use a lot of black people, but it's always the first somebody to get into everything. So I'm shooting for something like that. I like their photography. I like the way their books always turn out. And this kind of stuff I'm shooting for. It's high fashion, but it's not as much as some of the other stuff that, So I like that. Somewhere like that, major clothing company or anything, just anything big. I'm shooting anything big.
So besides that, what other goals do you have as far as your modeling?
Right now, I'm doing pretty good with the modeling. I've been nominated for 2 awards this year. Knocked down ENT Model of the Year award, and I'm nominated for the 2011 SCA for Slept On Model of the Year. So to only be doing it for 2 years, under 2 years, I think that's pretty good. A lot of people have been doing 6, 7 years and just not getting their first nomination. So I think I'm doing pretty good, and I want to get back into my acting.
Going into that, is there anything other than just your acting that you do on the side, or is that your main focus other than modeling is acting?
No, I'm also into poetry right now. This is Guy and K Boyd that I'm working on a poetry mixtape with, so be on the lookout for that.
Alright, so how do you feel about the whole Memphis entertainment scene? You spoke a minute ago about the whole Memphis models, but what about just the Memphis entertainment scene in general? How do you feel about it?
The way I feel about it right now, everybody says they support Memphis and everything, and Memphis is my city too, so I try and support as much as I can. I support the people that I know. There's a lot of people I meet, and before I've ever even met them, I support them already, through all the social networking sites and everything. But Memphis is still, it's kind of like we're behind, we stuck. in time, kind of. So everybody feels bad when somebody leaves Memphis to get on, but that's kind of what you have to do. So I tell everybody, I leave Memphis to y'all because I'm trying to get somewhere else. Until Memphis is ready to come up, then Memphis is not what I'm aiming. I'm not aiming to be the top anything in Memphis. I'm aiming to just for the top, because the top of Memphis still makes you basically, sorry to say it, but it makes you a nobody. So I'm aiming for more than that. I think the Memphis entertainment scene needs to come up.
Okay, so where can people go to see some of your work?
You can see a little bit of my work on Model Mayhem. Everywhere you look for me is AJ Diesel, so it's modelmayhem.com/AJ Diesel, twitter.com/AJ Diesel. Beware before you follow me on Twitter. I'm a little uncut on there, so beware. And facebook.com/AJ Diesel. If you just type in, search for me on Facebook, you can find 2 pages. You should pick the second page because I have too many friends now, so I can't add anybody else. But just wherever you look, you can Google me. It's AJ Diesel, anywhere.
Okay, so what's the best way people can touch you?
If you want to talk to me right now, you should probably email me, aj.diesel@gmail.com. So find me on there, on any other social networking sites. Email me, and if I don't respond right then, you can tweet me. I'm always on Twitter, so just send